Today, I'm in southeastern Idaho, just north of the Utah border in the small city of Preston. It's known for being where the cult classic Napoleon Dynamite was filmed, but I'm not here for that. Most people come to look at the film sites here, but I wanted to see what most people don't look at when they come here. A rural place with deep roots, traditions, and a feeling all its own. I came into town around lunchtime, so I ate at Sydney's, which was quite good. I would highly recommend it if you're in the area. I always prefer to eat somewhere local rather than the chain places on my road trips. After lunch, I took a walk around town. With a population of just over 6,000 people, Preston is not a big place by any means, but it has plenty to offer in terms of shopping, restaurants, and businesses for the size community that it is. It seems to be somewhat of a commercial center for this little part of the Cache Valley. There is a nice mix here of well-known national and regional business locations, and locally owned mom-and-pop operations. However, like so many other small towns, Preston does have its fair share of empty buildings too. It always makes me sad to see places like this with grand old commercial buildings sitting empty that once were bustling with business in a pre-internet world. Preston is the county seat of Franklin County, and the courthouse is still here today. A grand building built in 1939, still serving its original purpose, with multiple legal offices in the vicinity surrounding it. Some would likely assume that Franklin County is named after Benjamin Franklin, like many other Franklin counties in the United States. However, Idaho's Franklin County was named after Franklin D. Richards, an apostle of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. The story of Preston is so much more than Napoleon Dynamite. At the heart of this community is agriculture. Farming and ranching have been common here in this fertile pocket basically since the beginning. Eventually, that led to the very first night rodeo in the world happening right here in Preston in 1934. Every year since, Preston has held that Famous Preston Night Rodeo, carrying on an over 90-year tradition. While nothing was going on there at the time, I swung by the fairgrounds to check out the current venue. Signs of Preston's agricultural focus are apparent everywhere around town, including this old elevator by the railroad and various murals around town. According to the Farm Bureau, it is estimated that 86% of Preston's jobs would disappear or be negatively affected without agriculture being as strong as it is in this area. Right in the middle of the downtown area stands the Worm Creek Opera House, originally built as the Grand Theater in 1930, and was revitalized in the 80s and 90s, bringing it back to life and providing a home for the arts in Preston. Today, it presents a blend of movies and live productions. As a professional musician myself, I'm always so happy to see these smaller communities have theaters like this one, providing great opportunities for the arts to continue to live on in their hometown. The name Worm Creek goes back to the early days of the community when Worm Creek was the name for this area, as it was being settled by Mormon pioneers in the mid-1800s. The name of the town was eventually changed to Preston, as many felt that Worm Creek was not an appropriate name for a town. Preston is named in honor of William B. Preston, who was president of the Cache Stake and later a bishop for the LDS Church. I guess I would tend to agree that Worm Creek doesn't sound like a super great name, but I have heard worse. From fantastic rural landscapes, to rodeos, to movie film sites, and a downtown that continues to stay alive, Preston is definitely worth a visit. We'll see you next time somewhere else down the road.